Welcome everyone to this webcast live from the studio of the World Economic Forum here in Geneva, where we will have the pleasure to ask some very experienced and insightful experts to talk to some of the conclusions of this year's Top 10 Emerging Technologies Report of 2025. We have an outstanding report this year with 10 technologies that tend to cluster around three general themes of energy, information technology, and sustainability. How does the research innovation cycle move the outputs of laboratory research all the way to the industrial scale solutions we need to address the challenges faced by society today?
So the first value chain view is to really look at global markets and where India can play a role and grow the economic opportunity and therefore the employment for our huge and young population demographics. And the societal view is looking to solve India's challenges and problems, but to do that in interesting ways and also which can lead to global impact in terms of whether providing public goods to the globe or new entrepreneurship that can help the globe.
One of the most important one is also courage. So innovation means daring to fail and learn fast. So if we look at SpaceX, I think it's one of the best examples where they actually let rockets explode publicly, but each failure was a step on their progress further. So building a culture where you want leaders to fail fast and learn is super important. So across industries, the winners are not the ones that invent first, but those who combined vision, cross-pollination, ecosystems, scaling, and courage in doing so will be the ones that will transform entire markets. Fusion is often described as the energy of the stars. It's what powers the sun. And if we can harness it here on Earth, it would give us nearly limitless clean energy without long-lived radioactive waste or meltdown risk. So it's exactly what we would need in the energy mix of the future. But where are we today? So in the last 3 years, fusion has clearly moved from science fiction to science fact.
The green chemistry has been an engine for innovation. It's striking to see how many discoveries from the lab are now being deployed by the chemical industry by investments exceeding $100 billion. Nanotechnology is coming to the rescue. Now we can produce and modify the structure of nanomaterials in a way that they behave like enzymes. That's what nanoscience means. It's a nanomaterial.
We were able to basically double population growth because we were and are using ammonia as our main fertilizer. And now, fast forward 2025, the ammonia market is a $150 billion market, and it's feeding half of the world's population through its use as a fertilizer. But yes, indeed, the ammonia market is changing. Why is it changing? We do not only need ammonia as a fertilizer and as an industrial feedstock. We now also need ammonia for the energy world.
Especially in some of the bold innovations that have been talked about in this meeting, courage is absolutely essential. Whether it's from the courage of the funding agency, courage of the first entrepreneur, and the persistence that comes along with the courage. I think one of the interesting opportunity is that with AI we can really accelerate the deep science to deep tech journey much faster. And I think hopefully that will help accelerate this and become one more dimension along with the absolutely important human quality of courage and resilience.